For this series of videos, I think I'm just going to give an overview of what I've been using for my equipment, just in case anybody wonders. Now, it's not going to be any type of advertisement for any of the equipment. This is just to give an overview of what I'm currently using at this point. I'll probably update it as if anything changes. For the computer, I'm using an Asus Zen AIO that's all-in-one computer that's to replace the idea of a desktop, just to have all of it in one thing actually right in front of me that can act as a touchscreen. It's the Asus Zen AIO Pro. It's a 24-inch screen. It's also a touchscreen. It has Windows 10 Home, as I don't really need anything that special. I just need those to act as a touchscreen, so it can kind of be like essentially act as a giant laptop, but still be having that desktop feel. And that's really what I do all of my computing needs on, as well as obviously it runs my web camera, which is the integrated web camera on the actual unit. Now, it's not that powerful. I'll probably at a later date get another web camera, but that will probably be when I get a little bit of money in, and that depends on the number of subscribers and watch time I get when I can actually clear the level that I need for monetization that YouTube requires. When I hit that point, then I will showcase anything new that I get for like webcams or anything like that. Now, when it comes to this, with it, I initially got this for homework for school when I was studying for my master's degree, because my previous Dell computer had fried its hard drive, so I needed something quick and new. So I went with something that I knew would basically handle whatever I threw at it. And I knew these guys were making all of the internal components for a lot of the gaming machines, and when I found out that they're making their own actual PCs and not just the boards anymore, I felt I had to go after them. From what I learned recently, they're even making some of the different gaming machines, and they'll even have people like Felix Schellberg, aka PewDiePie, using their system for his gaming. And he's right now, as far as I know, the top gaming channel on YouTube. So when it comes down to it, they're not exactly a small player, and they really won't be. When it comes down to like the view, I can easily tell what I'm seeing on this thing, and it's beyond clear. It seems like they've really put a lot of work into these machines, and I don't believe that any other company is even coming anywhere close to what they're putting for their output, no matter the price. People can go with like companies like Alienware, but Alienware is really, when it comes down to it, they're using all the boards from Asus anyhow, because Asus is really the number one company when it comes to the board productions. They might change the different things from the web cameras to the screens to other things like the processors for like graphics cards and stuff like that. But when it comes down to the actual boards, it seems like Asus kind of beats everyone out. So everybody seems to still go with them for the raw material, which is why they can still outprice everyone when it comes to affordability for unbelievable quality. Now, I was able to get mine for less than $1,000. Actually, mine was about $750 when it really should have been a lot more, but I was able to hit it at the right time for a sale. And really, it's well better than what I've been able to get in the past that I have or my parents have spent well over $1,000 for, or even what my brother and his wife has spent well over $1,000 for their for units they've used. And this really kind of beats the hell out of anything that they've used. It's really quick. I really can't say anything bad about it. Usually when I've used computers, there's usually some problem with wind against the wall, against homes that I've had because of the location I have to put them, and this has not suffered one little bit. I've not suffered any type of problems with any of the equipment, with any types of errors or anything. It's run like a dream, and frankly, I couldn't imagine why anybody would say anything bad about them. Um, Even the color scheme with it looks very sleek. Um, I would say as the full unit, it's a little bit heavy, but I mean, it should be because it is a all-in-one unit, and it's going to be a little bit heavier than a normal screen of that size. But if you compare it to the former LCD screens of yesteryear, it's really no different in weight, and it's really something that it really isn't too bad. It just requires a little bit of a kind of an odd cable, being it kind of plugs in how some of the new cable boxes plug in with some of the dual plugs for the cable, where it has a thinner or the way certain laptops plug in. But if you're used to that instead of just the normal single plug like a normal PC desktop would have, then if you're willing to deal with that, then it's probably going to be your best deal out there. Now they do have larger versions of this that would go well larger than that. They go up to from the 24 up to the 27 inch, but that's only if you want something much larger. And that's really getting into almost mid-sized TV size. Even at a 24 inch, I think you could easily watch TV on this if you can find some type of program you want, being from Netflix or whatever you want to watch on that, or even Amazon Prime Video, that is one of the that is two of the different options I have for watching TV, as I'm not exactly one to pay for actual boxed television in the house. Now when it comes to like the traditional ones, I just got to the point to where I didn't want actually traditional PCs anymore, and that's why I went in this direction. Now most other people might want the traditional tower form, but I got to the point to where I was having too many troubles with them, and I know there's different options such as those mini towers that you can put external storage with, but I just did not want to go in that direction. And with this, it allows me plenty of storage space, and I can pretty much do as many videos as I want. I've had no trouble with storage, and I've been able to do videos with quite a good quality, at least to my estimation, without any issues. Now I could probably upgrade the quality with a better webcam, but that's a different issue. Now I'll probably go with a few more videos just to kind of explain the rest of the gear that I've been using, but this is basically the overview of the PC that I've been using. And this is about it for the PC. Thank you.